Hi everyone, this is Jeannie Ellis, also known as Scrapbooking Mamo, and today we are starting a YouTube video hop over at Crafter's Castle, a back to school YouTube video hop, in fact, featuring the tailor-made cards for you. Now it starts today, September 1st, and it goes through Saturday, September 7th, 2019. It gives you plenty of time to watch all 7 design team members' videos. There are links below in the design team's hop videos and all of the details you need to enter the giveaway. Just be sure to click where it says show more, or you can also find all the links and details on the Crafters Castle blog. So here I have all my papers already cut out. I didn't want to take up the time to cut out on the video. So I've separated them all. These are the additional little cards and things you can make into tags if you want to. Then I've got some of the smaller papers. There was 4 to a sheet on that. And then I've got the larger papers here. What am I going to make, you ask? I thought I heard you ask me that. I am going to make a pencil box plus some other things to add along with it. The first thing that I did was to get some Silhouette chipboard. You can use any chipboard, but I have a Silhouette Cameo 3. So I wanted to make sure that I used my machine to cut it out, because nowadays it's really hard for me to cut things out. So the machine comes in handy. The first thing that I cut out on it, of course, was all the pieces to the pencil box, because that's what I'm making, is a pencil box. There's a wrap to it, and I've already pre-folded everything basically. Let me get my bone folder out. I've pre-folded that. I have pre-folded the insert that goes inside this wrap here. And this is the belly band that goes around it too. So the first thing that we're going to do after I make sure that this is down good and tight is that we're going to add some two-sided adhesive tape. And I'll show you where in just a moment here, because I want to make sure this is down folded really, really good. Because the tighter the box for the box, the better. That actually includes these guys here, the little tabs here, and you'll see where they go here in a minute. But the first thing we'll be doing, of course, oops, can you hold that tab? Didn't pre-fold it like I thought I did, or this one. First thing is that we're going to be putting tape on the 4 sides of each of the tabs. So that means we put tape here, it's going to go down here, and then we'll pull it up like that, and these tabs here will hold it together. Let me see if I may need to go out just a little bit more. No, I think we'll go ahead and leave it like that. So I got some double-sided tape here. You can use any double-sided tape. So this is just 1/4 inch tape. Very easy to tear. You can cut it with your scissors if you want to instead. So I'm just putting it on all 4 edges. Now, once I've got all the adhesive on the 4 upper tabs that I did, each of the long upper tabs are down now. I will put adhesive on these 4 corners, these 4 little tabs here, and they will go on the inside of the box like this. Or I guess you could put it on the outside, but we're going to put them on the inside. Now, I can use the same tape, but it would just be such a short little position there that, I'll be doing a lot of work for that short little spot. So I am just going to add regular ATG to each of the 4 corners. Okay, so now take them and just even out the edges. That's all you got to do. Match up the corners. And come to think of it, thinking about it now, hindsight's always 20/20, isn't it? I should have put paper inside this piece here before I did anything else, but I did not think about that until it was too late. But I know the size of it. The dimension is 7.5 by 3. So I am going to decide now. I'm going to separate my papers. Which one I want to go for the inside. I'm thinking I want this notebook, and it fits perfect, this length. So all I need to do is cut the width here. So I'll get my trimmer out. You should see the mess I have on my floor. No, you shouldn't see it. It's a mess. And I'm going to decide, I want to make it a 3 inches. And do I want to cut it there? Or do I want to kind of, let me see. Okay, so now this box is going to be adhered down here. And it fits almost perfectly. Now, I know that I have to put a lot, actually I don't have to put any paper on here at all. But I like the idea that it will show around, this here shows. So I think I need to add something to those edges. I might be able to use the printed paper here. And since this is going to the back, it won't need it. But add this paper here. See if that'll work. It might not. It's a little shorter because it is a longer sheet of paper, of course. So I think what I'll do is I'll just tape it here and the other piece over here, and that should work. So that's what we're going to try to do. So bear with me. So now that we've got that part done, we could go ahead and add this, but that would leave this here exposed, and I do want to decorate that. So I am going to use, let's see, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 5¼ inches. I am going to use this. I've got some papers here that I've had for another project, or from Create for Less. I want to see if there's a paper that I can use, and it looks like the creamy color is what I want to use, because I really don't want any bright color for this, because that's not what I'm going for this. So this section here is 7 3/4 by 3.5. So I'm going to try to cut that down to that size. Okay, get the big guns out. Okay. All right, let's see how this looks. Yeah, I need to do a little bit off of it on the long edge, mainly because if I don't, it's going to be over the edge. So we need to trim off a little bit here, just a tiny sliver on each piece. So let's go ahead and check these out. Now we have this piece right here, and this piece doesn't quite fit it, but I want it on the outside anyway. And this is about a 1/2 inch, I think. Yeah. So that means it's a 1/2 inch by 7 3/4. So do I want to add a piece of this to it? I think so. Okay. Hopefully that's all I need for the big guns. Okay, this is the inside. And this one's going to be the outside, but the outside is going to have this also on top. So we're going to put this on there. Okay, so the inside is, as far as paper goes, virtually done. If I want to add something to it, I will, and which I will do. And I am going to add, I believe I'm going to add this to it. No, don't think so. I think I'm going to add, I might add the song in pieces or something. We'll see here in just a second. First, I'm going to go ahead and do the top. So I know it's 3.5 inches wide. So it's going to have to go like this. So I'm going to make it, I'm going to start out at 1/4. You can see here I have a little edge here, which I can cover that with a ribbon or something. And I'm going to see how it fits in here. So now that long strip that I had, I'm going to put it down here too. And I'm going to center it between this piece here. I'm going to center it, this piece with this. And yeah, so that's looking good. Looking good. Okay, now, do I want to put a piece on the bottom? I don't know yet. Let's go ahead and finish the inside. And let me see where these cards are. We're going to add some cards to this. Okay, so now what we have is the front, the top is covered, the inside is covered, the middle part is covered as far as I want it to go. It can go further if I want, but I can add something there if I want to. And we have this lined up here because you didn't need to cover the whole thing on that. Now, we have the back, which again is 7 3/4 by 3.5. I think on the back, all I'm going to do is add a sheet of color, plain creamy paper. I'm just going to kind of gauge it. Okay, so now we have the bottom done. The next thing we want to do is put in the insert of the box. And for that, remember the box is going to go to this edge here. It'll go to that edge, but you don't tape that to that. You're just taping the bottom. So I'm going to use some more of this double-sided tape as soon as I find the edge. There it is. Okay, so remember, the box is not going to the edge here, tape down. It's just the bottom that's taped down. It's going to the edge of that fold right here. So I am going to center it between, oops, I don't want to lay it down yet, between this, I'm going to center it as close as possible. Get it close enough to me so I can see it. Okay, now, I almost forgot I have a belly band that's going to go around it. But you see, you've got your box, your pencil box now. It's all decorated. We have our belly band now. And it's going to go around like this. And the tab will be in the back or the front, whichever one you want. Whew. So now what I'm going to do is go ahead and decorate the belly band. And I'll be right back. Okay, so I have my belly band done, and I've debated about doing something with this back here, but I don't, at this point, I don't think I will with this part, because it is the bottom anyway. So I have my belly band done, and you can either slide it off or you can open it up there, which if I do decide to put something back here, I may tape all that down and just put a paper on top of that, and because it will slide on and off. So, and it doesn't seem to, okay, it will slide on and off, which is good. And let's see, I plan on going ahead and do a little more decorating to it. So once I get all that decorating done to it, then I'll be back to show you what I did to it, and we'll go from there. So anyway, I shall return. Okay, I just want to share with you quickly what I ended up with here. Let me zoom out just a little bit. On the outside, I put a pocket of some of the paper that I had left over, and I used the add-on called Good Advice and cut these cards out, and that's what goes inside. And of course, you have the belly band, and you can slide it off, and it's decorated on that edge and on the top, but not on the back. And then you just open it up, and I guess it helps to make sure your paper's down, doesn't it? And of course, then I've got these two tags here, cards that I've placed up here, and I think they are just so adorable. And then I put the ruler on the inside instead of the outside like I was going to do, but I liked it better on the, the way I got it. And of course, I've added some pencils in here. So you can see the ruler paper down here and the ruler paper on here that I edged it with, and I'm really happy with it. It came out really, really cute. So I appreciate you watching, and thank you. Please like and subscribe, and come back for another video next time. Thank you.